All right, welcome YouTube. So I was gonna try and do it more legit style, but we still don't have power, and I'm just gonna try and actually start my YouTube vlog. So first, let's start off with that is a beautiful view to wake up to. It's been raining for the past 2 weeks, so I haven't been able to seal the roof, and it's definitely got more leaks now than when it started. Okay, so let's start with 2018. So the start of 2018 is when we first got Excalibur here. And then we also made the move to go ahead and get Sparky, which is going to be the off-grid staple of what an RV should be once he is done. Right now, he is an absolute mess. So I have already replaced the starter. No, all right, let's do this in order. So first, 2008 rundown, 2018 rundown. We got Excalibur, we got Sparky, we had everything going. I had some of the mods going good on Excalibur. Everything was looking great. 2019 was going to look like it was going to be the year that everything was going to work out. So 3 days, no, 2 days before New Year's, I ended up getting an allergic reaction, getting sick, and I was pretty much in bed all the way until like the second of the new year. So that didn't start off good. The starter died, and then shortly after, um, I ended up laying over Excalibur because there was a road that was wet, and I drive fast. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know how to drift yet, which now I'm gonna learn because if I knew how to drift, I would have totally made that turn. It would have been just fine. I do know how to slide, but I couldn't slide my way out of that. I tried, and I ended up having to lay him down. Um, we're gonna work on the repairs for that here pretty soon too. And I'm also going to start my moto vlog soon because I do have a bunch of ride videos that I just need to edit and get shared once we get power in Sparky. So everything's kind of contingent on this bad boy getting not so bad. Um, so okay, I think that was a good that was a good rundown of the shit show of 2018 at the very end. It was great. We made some great moves. I got Sparky and I got Excalibur, none of which I had before. I pretty much had nothing to my name. Now I've got a house and I've got a bike. Most of them are actually kind of close to getting paid for. Very low debt so far, very low overhead. And I'm going to go over a bunch of that as well with you guys as far as numbers, how I made the moves, how I got planning. I got plans to do everything. And I'm going to try and make an actual good video later on. Right now, this is just what I've got. I want to try and document the process as much as I can. So 2019, what we're going to do. First, I'm going to finish fixing my motorcycle so we can do Postmates again. I'm going to do some Postmates videos, strategies for Postmates. Sonic Moto, I'm going to give him a shout out because he's actually kind of the one that inspired me to do a lot of this. As far as Postmates on a motorcycle, he showed me it could be done. How he did it, it's great. It's super good, good fun, and it's decent pay. You can't really get a good paycheck on a car because of maintenance, gas, time, traffic, you name it. It's definitely it takes work for a car. On a bike, it's a lot more fun. It's a more pleasurable process, and we'll get into that later. So goals for Sparky, as far as him being an off-grid powerhouse. So here's the goals. We're going to try and get him mostly restored, and then we're going to do more than restore him. We're going to computerize him and bring him to the 21st century and beyond. So he's going to be the test platform for a lot of the projects that I've been wanting to do personally. I've been trying to get things going on, trying and push a lot of spaces forward, but I just don't have the funding to do so, and I need to start somewhere, and this is the cheapest start. So we're going to try and join the tiny house movement with Sparky because we got him for 1,500. So far, I've had about 2,000 in repairs on him at a shop because we had to redo the fuel tanks. The person that got this from was a mechanic, a crook, and an idiot, all at the same time. I would never trust him with any of my vehicles ever. I think he was a collision repair specialist, but anyway, this entire thing is completely jerry-rigged, which I'll get to in a second. And we're going to try and get him to start. I did replace the starter, and he still won't turn on, and I think I found out why. But yeah, we're going to try and get the ceiling sealed today. We're going to try and do some maintenance on Excalibur to get him up and running all right. I'll kind of give you a brief history on Excalibur because he's been a problem child too. Both my boys have been uh, they've had a rough start to life. So Sparky hasn't been taken care of. Excalibur has been worked on by people that don't quite know 100% what they're doing. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what I was doing at first either, because there is a learning curve to when you're getting a bike. It's not the same as having a car. Once again, I apologize for the horrible video quality here, because I'm like, this is last minute. Like, I just want to do a vlog right now. This isn't professional at all. I will make some professional style videos later, but let's kind of see what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna get Excalibur jacked up soon. We're gonna do some maintenance. I'm probably not gonna show that. It's pretty typical stuff. Um, so I bought this RV and it had a hard time starting for forever, and I never really could understand, even with a full battery. So this is the what used to be the starter wire. Um, it's pretty damaged there. It looks like something chewed through it here. And it connects to a solenoid, which is inside my engine right here. That's the original solenoid. So what I've noticed in this RV is that whoever has owned him in the past, because he's an old boy, he's 85 or 86. They don't even actually know, because I haven't found all the proper paperwork for him, which is sketchy. Um, but they've seemed to have rigged everything. So let me show you my engine here. And this is after it's been cleaned significantly. We've got rigged hoses. These are all going to go away. I'm going to try and rebuild this whole motor. I purchased, like I said, the RV entirely for 1,500. I'm going to try and get this engine worth 1,000, like 5,000, because I want to try and get it with some performance parts in there, so he runs better, more stable, and he's reliable. Because RVs break down a lot, but I want to keep up on the maintenance. And since he's never had any maintenance done at all, we've got some work cut out for us. So they replaced this starter solenoid here. I'm pretty sure they rigged this in here. I don't think it was supposed to be there. And this is actually what I've traced down to. This is my new ignition wire. It's got these two for so it could double the current, so it can actually start. And then it's bottlenecked by this corroded, nearly gone connection here. And I can't seem to get them to start. And then when I was checking the electronics, I'm pretty sure that I know why. And then it looks like they've got, I think this is a signal wire from the key. I don't actually know how they did all the wiring, because it's just a mess in here. So I'm going to attempt to rewire the starter solenoid and see if we can get them moving. I checked to see if the engine was seized, because I almost thought that I had another engine problem. But it moves. So the problem is the starter doesn't even attempt to turn on. So we're going to work on that today. So what I have done is I've just kind of cleaned up the inside here. What I'm going to do is we're going to replace the head covers, the valve covers, and the valves. Probably within the next month. We're going to redo the vacuum lines, because as you can see, that's not plugged into anything. This doesn't go anywhere. This is plumbing parts that are wired. They're part of my vacuum system, but it is straight up just household plumbing parts that they just rigged. And half of these hoses are totally not even supposed to be here. Like this, I don't think that connection is supposed to be there. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to actually put a racing air filter in here. This whole thing's going to kind of go away. We're going to, this doesn't even do anything anymore. I did manage to find the proper vacuum schematic, so we're going to try and get this running more proper. Right now he idles pretty rough, which I can imagine why. So what I have done, they did put a new fuel system in him completely. So this is a new fuel regulator, got a new fuel pump. They've steamed out the tank. They've done, like I said, I've done $2,000 worth of work on this already. A little over $2,000 of work, and then the rest I'm going to do myself. What I had them do is what I absolutely could not do. I did not have the time to rebuild that tank, redo all the hoses. It was horrible. I had to do a carb rebuild as well. I could have done that, but honestly, I was working on Postmates at that time, so I had no chance of actually doing that. My house part of this is actually still a mess, because I'm in hardware mode. So we're working on the engine, we're getting everything going. We're gonna do some interior remodels as well. I'm actually gonna gut this whole thing. We're gonna do some projects with some styrofoam and composites. I've seen some of the van dwellings actually doing this, and I think I've seen a video where he improved the van dwelling process, and I think we can improve on top of that even and make it stronger. It might be a little bit heavier, but it'll be a lot stronger, and it should be just as easy to use and build. And of course, it'll have insulated value because this thing has not been insulated at all. And in fact, um, I can see the outside here. I didn't notice this before, but switch. I can totally see the outside from the inside of my house. I was wondering why it was leaking. I don't wonder that anymore. I don't know what the deal is. It looks like the frame's actually falling off. But we're gonna redo this properly. I'm gonna try a new composite material that I've been kind of experimenting in my head and see if that doesn't make it stronger. And we're gonna redo all these seals here because it leaks so bad. I might show you guys the roof. I'll do definitely a before and after, and we'll get to that as well. We're gonna do some body work here pretty soon to fix this up. I have to do all of these seals. They're just so bad. He's just been so neglected. At first, I thought I made a pretty great purchase for the price. It is a decent purchase, but if you guys are actually going to get an RV, I looked at this thing pretty intense and noticed a lot of problems right off the bat, like that the quote unquote mechanic didn't notice. But even then, I'm still finding things by surprise. So it goes to show, like, even if you're super careful at looking at everything, um, there's still going to be surprises and some gremlins. This thing is literally just rigged to work for a little bit, and we're gonna get him not just rigged, but we're gonna fix him, restore him, and then improve him beyond his specifications even could handle. So when we're done with the engine, I'm hoping to get 200 additional horsepower and about 100 foot-pounds of torque extra, which should give us a little bit better riding characteristics. Right now, he's pretty rough. I'm still not planning on going over 55 much, probably 65 tops for fuel economy. And then we'll do some fuel mods. Once we get the fuel mods in there, I'm probably going to kick it back up to regular highway speeds because I'm going to try and push this thing to around 20 miles per gallon. At that point in time, my main tank, I believe, holds 100 gallons. And then my auxiliary tank, which still needs to be redone, holds about 40. So we would have 140 gallons. If I could get 20 miles, we would have a decent amount of range on this thing. The end goal is we're going to actually try and convert him electric as well. So there's no shortage of projects. I'm going to try and video as much of it as I can. And I'm going to try and help anyone that wants to do anything like this to make it possible. Kind of learn from my mistakes, just to help you out in any way that I can, because the only way that I have been able to do this is from people doing the same thing. And I feel like I'm in a special situation where um, there's just a lot of work to do. So there's a lot of things I'm going to have to learn. Might as well put it out there and help anyone else that might be in a similar situation, or just enable somebody to be in this hardcore, rough situation, not have to give up. Because this is something that I'm sure that most people would just give up on, and I don't want to give up on him. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna see. We're gonna try and take an 85 and turn him into 2020. So he's gonna be, the body's gonna be of 18 or 1985, but internals, maintenance, everything is gonna be on the 21st century. We're gonna update him so much that he won't be recognizable anymore. He's gonna look new, all the way around. So if you guys want to stick with the journey, well, I don't have any subscribers really because I've only done a few computer videos and some electric bike videos. We're probably going to do another electric bike soon once I get this ready to go to Missouri. I'm going to pick up my version 2 of the electric bike, which is going to be cool. Stay posted for that one. I'm going to try and get it to 65 miles an hour. We're going to try and convert Excalibur, my motorcycle, to electric soon. And we are going to get Sparky to electric, but he's going to be last because he is going to be some work, and we're going to have to find a place to park him for an extended period of time during that, because that is going to be probably like a year-long project. So I want to have a decent safety net as far as financially, and a place that I can actually stay for that amount of time, because right now I'm parked outside of my employer, which they were nice enough to let me be security pretty much for the weekends to make sure that everything keeps going straight. But that is a pretty brief rundown of most of what's gone on, what's going to go on, and what I'm going to be doing. I will try and bring more professional grade videos that don't look this bad, and I really do apologize. It's probably one of the worst videos I've made in a long time. I probably look like crap. I'm all dirty. The inside of Sparky is a disaster. If you're following me on Facebook, I was going to give you guys an updated video of what the internals look like because I cleaned him out. I remodeled a few things, so he's looking better than he ever did when I got him, and probably before that even. But there's still a lot of work to do, and now there's even more work to do. So I need to go get some new cabling. We're going to see if we can fix the power system. If that's not the problem, we're just going to keep troubleshooting. I'll try and keep you guys updated as I go. Um, Peace out, guys. I love you, and have a great day.